Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Sylvia. So today I want to do an unboxing video of a meal delivery kit. As you can see here, it's a box from Homechef. So I'm going to do this a little differently. I will first unpack it and show you what I got. And then I will show you how I prepare each of these things, how they turn out. And this will, of course, not be done at once. It will take 3 days because I get three different meals. So I will show you, however, how I prepare these things and yeah, how they taste. Let you know how everything tastes. So let's first have a peek in here. Maybe I put this on my floor. It will be easier for me to film. Okay, so yeah, my neighbors again are super loud up there above me. It's so annoying. I can hear every word from their TV or whatever it is they're playing. It's so obnoxious. Okay, enough with the complaining. Let's get on to this. And usually they come with meal cards. Where are they? Because I want to show you. Where did they hide those? Okay, here we are. Go away, Franco. So what I got is Salmon and BLT salad. That looks very delicious. I try to stay healthy and order low carb meals. Here we got Masala mushroom smothered pork chops. You can smell the meat. My dog is sniffing around. He can smell something. Might be delicious. And then I also decided to give the spicy chipotle pork stuffed peppers a try. So these look really good too. And then of course, they pack each of these meals in one of these bags. So these are all the ingredients for one meal. For the Masala mushroom smothered pork chop. And then we got the peppers, and then we got the salmon and BLT ingredients, and they usually send the meats in an extra bag, so that will be in here. Anything else? Okay, then it of course comes with ice to keep everything fresh. So since I'm still currently recording my weight loss video, I completely forgot that last week I ordered some Homechef. Let's see what we can do here. Which one looks like it would be the lightest meal here? Usually they show you. Yeah, okay, that's kind of a bummer because they used to have the nutritional information on these cards, but now they say, what do they say? Here they say, now they say view nutritional information at www.homechef.com, and then they give you the recipe number right here. So that's kind of annoying. Now I have to look that up. It used to be much easier on those cards, but okay. If I would have to guess which one the lightest is, could be the salmon here with the salad or the stuffed peppers. So all of these are pretty low in carbs, low in sugar, don't have a lot of calories. So I did really pay attention to that. So this looks like it would be probably the easiest to prepare. It says 15-minute prep time. It also says that cook within 3 days. So I may want to do this first, the salmon and the salad, and this is probably something I can do tonight because it's so quick. And then these, I have 6 days for this one and 5 days for this one. So that's good. I can make these after I'm done with my weight loss challenge, and I'm gonna have a piece of salmon and some salad either tonight or I might make that tomorrow. What did I eat today, by the way? Oh yeah, I had a bowl of oatmeal with some nuts and almond milk. and just a tiny bit of honey to give it some flavor. So that's all I ate today. Yeah, that's all I ate. I was thinking about going to Starbucks again, but then I looked up the drink I wanted to get, and it was like 30 grams of sugar, which is way too much for just a cup of coffee. I usually drink black coffee at home when I make coffee myself. Yeah, that's all there is to the coffee I drink at home. So sometimes I spoil myself, but I probably shouldn't do that during a week where I'm doing a weight loss challenge. That was not a good idea of me yesterday. So hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. Today went actually really well, and it was just yesterday that I cheated a tiny, just a tiny bit. Okay, see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hi, so I recently ordered some things from Homechef. It's not the first time, but I don't think I've ever shown it on my channel before. So I order from Homechef every once in a while, not on a regular basis. I actually quit or canceled my subscription to HelloFresh because I didn't like HelloFresh as much as I like Homechef. So Homechef is pretty good in my opinion. And I usually order something that's easy to make, quick to make, that's low in sugar, low in carbs. And the first meal I'm going to prepare is the salmon and a BLT salad. So this should be a really quick fix. It basically tells you that the first thing you want to do is cook the salmon. So pack salmon dry and season flesh side with seasoned salt. So I got the salmon fillets right here. I got all my ingredients for this meal in this little bag. So I'm gonna get my salmon ready and I'm gonna cook that first. So I have washed my salmon, and I'm now going to season the flesh side with this seasoned salt. I'm gonna open that. Okay. I'm just gonna sprinkle some on top. Okay. I'm gonna use all of this salt. So that's the seasoned salt. The next step is to use a non-stick skillet and put that on your stove. So I have that going on here. You put it on medium heat. So I'm gonna start on 6 here. And then you add half a teaspoon of olive oil, and then you would add your salmon with the skin side up to the hot pan, and then you cook that until it's golden brown and the salmon reaches a minimum internal temperature of 145 degrees. So this means about 4 to 6 minutes per side. So what I'm gonna do here is just put a little bit of olive oil on this pan here. I've never used this flat pan for cooking before, so we'll see how that works out. Can't find my other pan right now. So it says with the skin side up. That's what it says. Start there. So we want to put that on here with the skin side up. And I'm going to start, I'm going to start by cooking that for 3 minutes, and then I'm going to flip it over. The next step is to crisp the bacon for your salad. So what you want to do is use a microwave safe plate, put some paper towel on top, and then spread the bacon on top. Then it says you want to microwave this on high for 30 to 60 seconds until it's nice and crispy. Putting that in here. And let's say we start with 45 seconds. That should do it. 45 seconds. Ready go. In the meantime, I'm keeping an eye on my salmon. Actually, as you can see, it's already pretty brown, so let me just flip it over here. And I'm gonna spray a little bit of olive oil on here. It's gonna keep. It's been in there for 3 minutes. Yep, it was time to flip it over. It's already a little burned, but still in good shape. Now the bacon is done. So for the salad, we want to core the tomato and cut it into dices. And then I also have a cucumber, and I'm going to thinly slice the cucumber into rounds. Now what I've noticed is that the tomato they sent me is still pretty green. I'm going to use it anyway. I normally would like to have a little redder, a tomato that's a little redder, a little riper. I'm going to cut this up anyway. So I've cut up the tomato into little dices. I cut up the cucumber in these half slices. So I like to halve my cucumber first and then slice it up because it gives smaller pieces. And the next step is to combine the crisped bacon, which is over here. Then the dressing. The dressing would be this here, so it comes with an Italiano Romano dressing. Sounds good, an Italian dressing. We combine that with the spring mix in this bag. Tomatoes, cucumbers, dressing, the bacon, and half of the cheese for garnish, and half of the cheese in a mixing bowl. That's what we're going to do next. That's a huge salad, so obviously this is going to be for 2 people. I love salads, but I don't think I could eat that salad by myself. Okay, so we did that. Now we're going to add the bacon to this. Then we're going to add the salad dressing. Now we're going to add some cheese. It says only add half of the cheese and use the rest of the cheese for garnish, but I don't care. I think I'm just going to mix all of my cheese in here. What kind of cheese is this? It is shredded Parmesan. Yeah. I'm just going to put all of this in here now. And then we want to mix that up. It's a gigantic salad and it looks very delicious. This is the biggest salad bowl I own, and it doesn't seem like it's big enough for this gigantic salad. Yeah. I'm so hungry all of a sudden. This is delicious. Okay. So now I'm going to add something that was not included in this. But I really like to add some seeds on my salad. So I like sunflower seeds. These are organic, raw, and unsalted from Anthony's. They're really great. And it just adds a little bit of protein and a little bit more crunch. You know how I like crunch in my salad. As you can see, the salmon is now done. And this means that we're gonna eat. I'm gonna finish it up with the butter here. And then I'm gonna have lunch. Okay, so this is my finished lunch. One piece of salmon. And by the way, the skin of the salmon does come off very easily once it's cooked. And a huge salad. So this is about half of the salad from that bowl, maybe even less than half, and it's a gigantic plate. So I have another piece of salmon right here for tomorrow. So this is a very healthy, very nutritious, very easy, very fast meal to prepare. So I love doing this. I don't always order this type of meal from Homechef, apparently. All you need is some salmon and some salad mix, and then you can make it yourself. And on the salmon, by the way, they send some butter with this. You can melt some butter on top, so it's a little bit of seasoned butter, so that should taste really good too. They actually send you 3 peppers, so this is quite a bit. And then I have this little thing here that I'm gonna cut up and yeah, show you in a minute. Okay, so I've just halved the peppers and cleaned them out, took the seeds out. The next step would be is to roast the peppers in the oven. So for that, you want to place the peppers on a baking sheet, and ideally you would put some tin foil on there so they won't stick to the pan, but I don't have any, so I'm just gonna use a spray, or organic olive oil spray, and just spray my pan a little bit with this. So now you want to place the peppers on here with the cut side down. That's how you're gonna start. So you can roast them a little bit. And then you want to spray it again with some cooking spray or olive spray. And then you flip them. Just like that. Okay. And then you want to roast these in a hot oven at 400 degrees. So you should preheat your oven, of course. And you roast them in the oven until they are tender. And this would probably take about 18 to 20 minutes. Sometimes the peppers, they char a bit, but this just adds flavor to the dish, so it's not really that bad. And while these peppers roast, I will continue with the rest of my recipe. So next we're gonna make the filling for the peppers. And for that, we're gonna need a large non-stick pan. And we're gonna add half a tablespoon of olive oil. So I always just guess, and even if it's a little more, won't matter. So I don't measure my oil ever. And then we will add the pork they sent to the pan, and so we're just gonna break up the pork in here and cook it until there's no more pink. So that's the first step, and then we'll add the shallots and everything else. The next step is to add the onions here. Stir that in, and good. And we're also going to add the garlic salt that they send us, and the chipotle seasoning. And we're going to stir that all in here. Mix it up really good. Next, we're gonna stir in the corn. Oops. My peppers are halfway done. Just want to flip them over here. Okay, I just heard the peep. I just flip my peppers over. Now we're going to make the guacamole cream, and for that we simply stir in the guacamole they send in a bowl and mix that with the sour cream they send. So I'm stirring this up to make the guacamole cream, and then after that all there's left to do is to fill the peppers with the pork mixture, and then put some of the guacamole cream on top. And then they also send some cheese that you can sprinkle on top if you like. I'll show you when I'm done. And this is what the finished product looks like. My stuffed peppers, spicy chipotle pork stuffed peppers. That's what this meal is called from Homechef. Let's find out if it's really good. I'm sure it is. It does look delicious. So today I'm gonna make the last meal of my Homechef meal kit that I recently ordered. And this is Masala mushroom smothered pork chop. And by the way, before I get into this, I do want to point out that these meals were not sent to me for free. This is not a sponsored video. I bought these myself, and I do so quite regularly, not every week, not even every other week, but about once a month I get a meal kit from Homechef. I've really been enjoying their meals. So this is another healthy meal. It's with garlic green beans. It comes with pork chops, and we're gonna dive right in. Basically what this is telling you is to cut your mushrooms into 1/4 slices, mince your garlic, pat the pork chops dry, and season both sides with pot roast seasoning, a little bit of salt, and a pinch of pepper. So that's what I'm gonna get started with. So these are the ingredients that came with this meal. Here are the pork chops. I've actually been craving this for a couple of days now. It's the last meal I'm making, so hopefully this will turn out well. And let me get started. Pot roast seasoning. Oops. I got some salt. Pepper. Flip that over. Okay. There we go. Okay. Some olive oil. So now you want to cook the pork chops until they're golden brown, and pork reaches a minimum internal temperature of 145 degrees, which takes about 3 to 5 minutes per side. So I'm looking here at my clock and I'm gonna watch that. In the meantime, we're gonna prepare the green beans, which come in a big bag like this. So I'm cutting off the ends of the green beans after I've washed them. Okay. Green beans here in this bowl for now. I think let's see how this is doing. Yeah. So if it gets too brown, you should lower the heat even more. And I should probably turn on the fan now. Okay, so my pork chops are done now. I'm taking them out of the pan and put them on a plate, and then they need to rest for a few minutes. So I'll put them right here. And the next step in this process is, now you want to reuse this pan. You don't need to wipe it clean or anything, but you can just reuse it for cooking the green beans. So first we want to add just a little bit more olive oil. And I love olive oil, so I'm always very generous with my amount of olive oil. I never measure, I just go by feel. And then you want to add half the garlic to the hot pan and stir it occasionally until aromatic, which should take about 30 to 60 seconds. Where's my garlic? So I just put my garlic through a garlic press. And then I just, it smells like garlic. Okay, so I'm just gonna stir in my garlic in this big pan. Then I'm gonna add my beans. And then I want to add a little bit of salt and pepper to these beans. You guys see, here we go. Some salt and some pepper. And turn on. Now you're also going to add about 2 tablespoons of water. My tablespoon measure here. Okay. And then you want to cover this and let it cook on medium heat for 8 to 10 minutes. Okay. Covering it, put it on medium heat, and let it cook for 8 to 10 minutes. Now I'm going to move on to making the mushroom sauce. And for that, you can use a pan. I just don't have a pan that would be a good size. So I just use this little pot here. That should work too. Now just, again, add a little bit of olive oil to this pot. The mushrooms, then add the mushrooms and the remaining garlic. I'm gonna put the mushrooms in here, and then I have one more garlic, which was, where did I put it? My garlic is right here. So the last garlic, clove, okay. me just scrape all that out. I'm using all of the entire garlic here, beans here. Okay. You also want to add a little bit of salt to your mushroom sauce. Turn this down here. Okay. So let these mushrooms brown for a couple of minutes, and then you will use the wine that they sent, the cooking wine. Surprise, surprise, they were able to send me cooking wine to Utah. That is really surprising. I had to cancel my wine subscription when I moved here because Wink or any other company that sells wine, they cannot ship to Utah. It's a highly regulated business here. You literally have to go to a state-controlled liquor store if you want to buy any alcohol that's more than 5%. Beer you can buy at the grocery store, but nothing else. Now, you want to stir in this. Okay. Now let's stir in this. And it also says to add 2 tablespoons of water to this sauce. 1. Okay. Smells good, my friends. Smells good. Now you want to bring this sauce to a boil, which it is. Then you can remove it from the burner. So I'm going to turn it off here. Checking on my green beans, and then we're almost done. So one last step for the sauce is to, what is this? Chicken demi, oh yeah. So at the meal, the stuffed black peppers. So when I made the stuffed peppers, I actually forgot to include one ingredient, which was tomatoes. It would have tasted much better with the tomatoes, but for some reason I completely skipped over that part in the recipe. So now I almost make the same mistake again. Homechef makes this so easy for you, but all you gotta do is basically have to be able to read. So if you cannot read, like it sometimes happens to me, then you may mess up. So it comes with a chicken demi-glaze concentrate, so you also want to stir that in. And then I'm actually going to turn the heat back up a little bit because I was supposed to boil it with this. Also, once it's boiling, you want to stir in the butter, the little piece of butter they sent. My beans are almost done. I'm just going to stir in the butter now. Okay, and let the butter melt in that sauce. And then I will show you the finished recipe. Then I just put everything on a plate and show you what it looks like. And this is the finished meal. So the only thing I added here was I sprinkled some almonds on top of my green beans because I like nuts. But this is what the finished meal looks like. It looks really delicious, smells delicious, and it also tastes delicious. I've already tried a little bit of the other pork chop. So this is really great, relatively easy to make, pretty healthy, not a lot of sugar. The most sugar comes from the concentrate you put in the sauce. But other than that, it's pretty low carb, it's pretty good. And yeah, if you want to give this a try, check it out on Homechef.